Hello, Form 5. Here's your maths work for today. So this YouTube file helps you through the maths work, and it's the presentation that I've made for you on mental strategies to multiply or divide. And I've also put the extension work on the last slide in this presentation, which I'll talk you through. So this all built on work that we did last week when we looked at factors and multiples. So we can use written methods to multiply or divide. We're pretty good at those. But today, we're going to use mental strategies. So we're not going to use our written multiplication. Your working out is going to be like the examples that we got here at the bottom of the page. Okay? So sometimes it might be quicker or even easier to use other mental methods to find an answer, but you need to just show your jottings as well. And it's a good idea to have other ways to approach calculation, as we might prefer to use a different method anyway. We all work in different ways. So we're going to use factors and multiples of one of the little tricks to multiply and divide. So we can use factors. So last week we investigated factors, and these multiplied together to make a number. So we used factor pairs last week. They will divide equally into that number without leaving a remainder. So if you look at what we got here, they can be a useful way of making multiplication and division easier. So look at the example. We're trying to work out 17 times 12. A little bit tricky. What we can do, we can say, oh, look, 12 has factors of 3 and 4. It can be 2 and 6, but we're just going to look at 3 and 4 in this example. These are some of the factors. So it's easier to work out 17 times 3, which is 51, and then 51 times 4, which is 204. We can do that mentally. So that's how to do this using a mental method. We can also use factors in this way to divide. So look here, we're trying to find 108 divided by 18. Well, we know that 18 can break down into its factors of 9 and 2. So first of all, try 108 divided by 9, which is 12. And then 12 divided by 2, so the answer is 6. So that's just an easy way of doing it rather than using long division. Partitioning. So partition is when we split apart a number. And we can use this to work out an answer as well. So here we're looking at 56 times 7. So what I would do here, if I was going to do this mentally, in my head, I'd do 50 times 7, but I'm writing down what I'm doing each time. 50 times 7 is 350. 6 times 7 is 42. Add them together, 392. So again, write down each step that you do. Don't just write your answer. Multiplying by multiples of 10 or 100. So I've used this quite a lot to work out trickier numbers. So if you're finding 40 times 900, simply do your times table fact. 4 times 9 is 36. And then we know that there's 3 places or 3 zeros to work with our number with. So 40 times 900 is 336,000. Multiplying by near multiples, so 19 or 21. This is a good trick to use. So if we have a near multiple to a tens number, such as 19 or 21, the easiest way is to multiply by the nearest 10 and then adjust your answer. So here we're looking to try and find 18 times 19. So 19 is really close to 20. So first of all, work out 18 times 20 is 360. And then we need to adjust it. Now, if you've done this, we've added an extra lot of 18 onto our answer. So we need to take that away. So 360, take away 18 is 342. Okay, so use any one of those methods, factors, partitioning, multiplying multiples, or multiplying by 19 or 21, and you must show your working out. How did you get to the answer? We're not just doing a written calculation here, okay, but you're doing mentally, but you're showing your jottings, showing how you got to the answer. Okay. Now, your extension work is this little thing here, which is, again, linked to transum. It's trying to find consecutive multiples. So on here, if we've got these numbers in this grid here, I'm going to try and find 4 numbers in a row that are multiples of a number. So I know that 6, 9, 12, and 15 are multiples of 3. I know that, let's have a look, 10, 15, 20, and 25 are multiples of 5. And you need to get the grid all highlighted. 12, 18, 16, 18, that's fine. And 20, 24, 20, 32. Okay, give it a go. Let me know how you get on.